Hello and welcome to the Shitty Podcast, episode 90 of the Shitty Cast.
Yeah.
Which is a snacronym.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. For Can I Trust You? I am your host for today. One jacked up haircut. To my left, or to my right, let's do it right.
Roman.
And
Tony.
And last.
Your boy Eric.
Hate that boy.
Guys, this is episode 90.
Yeah, woo.
We can do this for every episode. It's just like, can you believe we made it?
To episode 90.
And then next week, like, can you believe we made episode 91?
When it comes to 92, it's like, why'd you make episode 92?
Can you believe it? We're here now.
We're still alive.
Hey,
We're
man,
making horrible podcasts.
We're only 10 more away from
100.
From episode 100. Grand Slam 100.
I told you, dude, I remember why 100 is a special number. 102 should be, 104 should be the special one, 2 years.
Yeah.
But
100 is still like, you have to celebrate that we've actually stuck to this at least this show 100 times without missing a beat.
But 104.
True. Was there one day where we didn't post?
No.
I want to say there was one.
We've always.
No, me and Roman usually cover it up.
Okay.
When you guys kind of record, or just me and him.
I was always like a holiday or something. There was like a holiday that followed, and no one could gather that one.
No,
Sunday.
because if we know that there's a holiday, okay, to break down like the roles.
Like even though I've been in this for a good amount, I still don't know how it works.
Okay,
half
so
the time you're ghosting. You're
well,
between
so
I'm still here. Okay.
Okay.
You ain't the guy on the mic.
yeah, you're disrespecting him already. Look at how hot he's getting.
Yeah.
He's getting hot right now.
We all know he's
Don't
so
get
funny.
Okay, look.
Yes,
Here's the thing. To give you a little insight into what Grimworks is, like Tony is the CEO. Like he owns Grimworks.
Yeah.
I own it.
So I am more like the COO. I'm like the chief operating.
Operator.
Yeah. So like that's my thing. Is like I'm actually the one that looks at the calendar. Like, oh, there's a holiday here that people tend to like get. Like everybody tends to gather
Everyone's gonna call this day in.
Exactly. So I say, okay, how are we gonna do this? Like we got to schedule this some other time so we can cover it.
Yeah.
So I'm actually the one that's like maneuvering everything and making sure just
like the office workers that make the schedule.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like I'm making sure everything's running on time.
Yeah.
And then that will be like, oh, you know what? Let's just you and me do it. Let everybody have their day off.
Yeah, because if it was up to Tony, because Tony has mentioned many a time, like, why don't we just don't do it? And I'm like, no, we have to do it. So I'm the one that's fucking keeping this thing on track.
I mentioned too, if I stop doing this, if I get used to not doing it,
then you won't do it.
I'll stop completely.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought we would take like a break or something. It's like season 1 done.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I know
Wait for us for like a month for season 2. It's like episode 100. I would think like episode 100, season 1 done. We don't know what seasons are.
But if I do that, I won't come back.
Huh?
I won't come back. If I took a season break, I wouldn't come back.
So,
like, all right.
Then what would happen to Grimworks?
I don't know, probably for
Well,
sizzle.
the thing is, like,
For sizzle.
For sizzle.
he there's very few times where I've actually uploaded things. So if he's not like doing the uploading, then it doesn't get done.
Okay.
That's why sometimes I have to remind him, like, Perils of the Warp, like, it's sort of like a weird show that he tends to forget about. So I'm like, hey, don't forget Perils this Wednesday. He's like, oh, got it. And he does what he has to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, I'm the one that keeps on top of Grimworks.
I'm
learning shit
every day.
I know you understand you guys, like, this gets tedious and boring after a while. I think the stories have to end, right? So when you guys don't show up, I kind of have to make it
I'm trying to guess when we actually stopped doing the Can I Trust You part, where we had a story.
When we actually stopped that, like 20 episodes
in. 20 episodes in, we're like, well, I don't think we have enough fucking stories.
The thing is, like, all the stories that we have, like, we can tell, I have stories to tell. It's just like, would they be interesting, or can I morph them into being interesting? And if I'm morphing a story already, then I'm just doing a comedy act. It's not like I'm not sharing a secret with you. You know what I mean? I'm just testing out new material.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where it happened. Is that the Can I Trust You stories?
We first
lead into conversation.
Yeah, we first led it into like, I'm gonna tell this story. What can we do that makes everything the same like that? Like, that premise sounds good.
Yes.
But we're all fucking lazy, so we can't do that.
The thing is that we're all fucking introverts. We stop doing things and it just becomes okay. So what do we tell? Like this week, we could have gone to Fiesta and experienced some stories for the podcast, like the Fiesta stuff.
You're literally just into your phone instead of being a conversation.
Yeah. But I mean, like this week, we could have gone. These last couple of weeks for all this Fiesta and other shit downtown. We could have gone and ventured that.
It's that, and sometimes we're just not really into talking about that kind of shit. Because I mean, that Fiesta thing. I remember the biggest talking point whenever I talk about Fiesta is those two fucking dirty hood rats. Yeah, the Susias.
Turns out one of them was getting famous. She got into the radio and the TV.
Apparently she did, and so did the fucking the other dude, the Nombre Shut Up Go Spurs Go Girl Go guy. That dude is like one of the dudes you have to meet at Fiesta apparently now.
Yeah, okay. These pseudo celebrities are getting money for that now. I was like, it was some drunk girl just shaking her ass. No, she's a pseudo celebrity. San Antonio celebrity at least.
But okay,
we gotta jump on that.
The whole thing is like the format for City just completely changed into just being like we don't always get together like during the week and like hang out like.
So this is our hangout.
So this is our hangout.
It's like, our conversation.
Okay. We literally, what do we talk about when we're not on mic? The same bullshit. It's just now we're just doing it on a mic. That's all it is, and that was one of the biggest problems for John. That's why John left. He was like, all it is. It's just like fucking one big shitstorm. And I'm like. It's kind of what it is. Like that's
kind of what we do, but now we add mics to
it. Exactly.
Yeah, John wanted structure. He wanted segments. He wanted you to be like each time we come in, like talk about movies and nerdy stuff. And I told him we tried that and it failed because no one did their segment.
Yeah. And here's the thing, I find it funny that John wants structure, and in his real life. Nothing that he does is structured. His car is fucking shithole. Like, you look at his house, there's fucking Warhammer literally fucking everywhere.
He sleeps on top of him. No, but you know what it is, though? It's his controlled chaos. It might look like a shit show to us, but he knows where his shit's
No,
at.
he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
No, he fucking doesn't. If you tell him, like, hey, I left something in your car, do you think you can find it? And he's like...
okay.
Maybe.
Like if you
give me like 3 weeks.
Like my house is messy.
Yeah.
But I know where shit is. Like, hey Tony, you know where this is at? Sure.
Yeah, I get that.
General area.
Yeah.
It's like, have you seen this? It's like, go into that corner.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, it's not there. Then I go, one of the kids moved it. That's. But I usually know where the shit is.
Blame the kids, they say.
Always.
Which apparently that is like a sign for like some sort of like a mental. Like
stupid?
Like no. It's like some form of like if you have like some lingering thoughts of depression or anything like that.
You blame on the kids?
No, like your whole like way of living is kind of like chaotic. Okay. Like your room's like messy and you're just like you can never really get it together. That's kind of a reflection on you as a person. Like you can't.
I always thought I was just lazy. I get in trouble because I leave my socks laying around a lot.
I like that.
You see, I don't get that. Just fucking put them in a hamper.
Yeah, but you know, you kind of just not go to where the hamper's at, and you sit down, and you get fucking comfortable.
You get comfortable.
You take your socks off.
Yeah.
That's why you fucking ball them up, and you just like throw them at the hamper.
I know. I get in trouble for this.
You ball up your socks and you take them off?
Yeah, I take them off and then I just like wrap them inside each other.
Dude, I get comfortable. I take off my socks and they stay there for a little bit.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Yeah. Throw them in the hamper. Like when I get home tonight, I have my bag of trash I gotta toss out, and just like start separating clothes to wash. I have my own system. Like everybody thinks that you just have clothes laying around. Like, no. It's just
you see this dirty room.
Let's not get into this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This dirty room looks like the dirty insides I have.
Well, my paint table is fucking full of shit.
But back to the thing, dude. Like, take two fulls. I let you guys go on break. I don't think it's coming back.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, Eric keeps trying to get it back.
The toy corner.
It's not for a lack of trying.
Yeah.
The toy corner, I never found time to actually go to the store and record. So it's kind of fading out. I'm not going to say it won't make a comeback, but it's making it harder Same thing with the Dragon Ball stuff. Dragon Ball got us so many views, but I took that break where nobody wanted to play no more, and now it makes it hard for me to make videos for it too. So I can't take a break from City Podcast. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna stop. So
okay.
So,
City Podcast, can't stop, won't stop.
But if you guys don't show up, I'll be like, okay, everybody needs a fucking break. I understand that this becomes work with no pay, so it takes the fun out of it. Unless you have something amazing that you want to share and you want to come to the thing. So it becomes, I go, hey, Rome, you have anything to talk about? No.
Nope.
So it becomes a terrible trio where we just talk shit about what's going on in the world or stuff we've seen.
But, like, the terrible trio...
My coworker met the Fiesta Sucia today. Picked her up, gave her a ride to Market Square.
Turns out she's
awesome.
a real Sucia.
She lives down the street from my job. I was like, damn, she's super local.
And another thing about the City Podcast is we're all grown. So it's usually, if you're not at work, you're probably asleep or playing with Warhammer.
Or playing God of War like I've been doing.
I mean, you can't be...
How's that
game? You can't say
I
grown
like it.
and then be like playing video games.
Now...
Everyone's heard nothing but a lot of people just...
I think people
just sucking it off.
I think people are jumping on the bandwagon.
Okay.
Because
I was never a big God of War fan. Ever.
You see, here's my thing is like I know there's people that were just like I'm just not interested in God of War, but to say that everybody was like that, bullshit. Because I was what 14, 15, somewhere around that age when that game first came out. Come on. It was just fucking hack and slash, blood and titties.
It was good.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I never played the game, but I would watch my little sister play it. She played all three of them, and I would sit there and just watch her play it. I had no problem with it. But every time she kept playing the game, why do people fucking like this? This dude's just pissed off all the time. That's not fucking interesting.
Exactly.
The whole thing. Usually angry.
But he's trying to kill down the gods. The story was really good, though.
I don't.
Tony's always been a sucker for gods and mythologies.
Yeah, I know.
And it was a revenge story. I love revenge stories.
But God of War, I like them just because I like those hack and slash games. I was like, you know what?
Okay.
It's hack and slash. Very some puzzle that's aren't too hard unless you're a rock on the floor that I can't find.
That's the puzzle we got stuck on for 2 days. I think was it John or was it?
It was me. It was me.
He came in and was like, "Hey guys, have you moved the rock?"
No, and then John was literally you mean do this, and he took the control and he just moved him a quarter of an inch, and he was standing on a rock, and I was like, I've been stuck on this bitch for 3 hours. I'm gonna save it right here. I'm gonna fucking leave. I'm gonna have a cigarette or something. Cause I was fucking pissed.
Then we were stuck on that Tetris build a wall thing.
Uh-huh.
And one of them, and John's like, dude, just turn that piece around. He's like, you could do that. And he said it in and was like, oh fuck, that goes a whole bunch of hours.
I think the only time my sister was having trouble was trying to defeat Hades because I think she went too fast and didn't get all the power ups or whatever. Yeah. So she just kept getting her ass kicked.
Well, she didn't pick up all the god weapons.
Yeah.
Just say that everybody was like, oh, I fucking hated God of War. It was just him being mad. I get it, but quit being a bitch. This is what those games were. At that time. Now, there's more. He has more of a fleshed out character.
Okay.
He's
in the. Being mad all the time, all right, there's got to be some more shit besides being pissed off all the time.
Exactly, but now he's mad. He's mad, but he's trying to keep it together because his son's there, and the son apparently has inherited his
temper.
His temper.
Okay.
So exactly. So he's trying to keep him in line. Look, Kratos has come to a point where he's look, that rage is now a weapon. I understand that now. But you can't be fucking angry all the goddamn time because it clouds your judgment. Is basically the whole thing behind this now.
Okay.
So now there's a whole reason why I don't want to spoil the reason why they're on this journey.
But you're died.
Well, yeah, that you learned that, but there's a whole reason to the mom dying.
There's a whole reason for the game being created.
Okay,
exactly.
Obviously.
And
yeah, that's basically.
See, that's another thing. There's a lot of God of War haters, but there's 4 parts. I mean, it was big fans, and it was making enough money for Sony. Is it Sony?
Sony, yeah.
Be
Tony's classic line.
It's making money.
True, though.
Making money.
You think something that had no fanship or money making skills would be created to part 2 or 3 in another one? There's no way, because there's good games out there that had no fans and they stopped making games for them because they can't make money no more. And God of War isn't one of those. God of War is always going to make money.
Well, the thing is, like, it has to just perform well, and it did perform well.
That's the Ominusha fans stopped caring about the game. They haven't recreated it.
I would say they stopped caring about it.
Honestly, I thought that nobody fucking liked that game or nobody knew about it. Because I thought, oh, okay, my friends know because I talk about it, but I didn't meet anybody that did it. I actually looked into the history of Onimusha and how it actually did as it released. It's one of Capcom's better selling titles. So it did have a lot of success when it first came out.
But part 2 and 3 didn't.
Well, 2 and 3 were good as well. They were critically.
I thought part 3 did it, and that's where it stopped.
No, part 3 was just a departure in its control scheme and things like that. But when it came to the 4th game, which is Onimusha Dawn of Dreams, that one really sunk the franchise because they moved away from Samanosuke and they didn't go back to Jubei from part 2.
It's the whole fucking Devil May Cry and Neo thing.
I couldn't stop looking at Jubei's nose.
Honestly,
bell pepper nose.
Honestly, I like part 2 better than part 1. I love part 1, but part 2 just had they had a gift giving system where if you give the right gifts, you get you can get some of the magic jewels and the power jewels that you need to extend your life or your magic. And then they had the whole devil mode that you didn't have in the first part. So I thought that was cool. So, but Capcom did do a new copyright or trademark. So so hopefully that leads to a remaster. I'm gonna bug them on Twitter every day from now on.
It's one of those things that there's a little fanship, but not enough for them to make money.
I don't know if fanship's the right word.
Well, fans?
Fandom.
Fandom. That's the word.
Fandom or fan base.
Yeah, fan base. Look at Darkstalkers. It has a pretty decent fan base. They won't make another game.
They're making a part 3.
Part 3's already coming out.
Yeah.
Part 3's already out.
No.
Talking about part 4?
No.
That was fake though. That's not a real thing.
It is.
No.
There was Darksiders.
Darkstalkers.
Oh, Darkstalkers. I thought you were talking about Darksiders. I was Darksiders 3 is a thing.
Oh no, Darksiders is good.
We're talking about sweet.
That's just
Morgan titties.
That's just a Japanese game that that doesn't translate very well in America.
The thing is, America, there is fans for it, but we're not gonna get it.
It's just it doesn't translate
it's not enough to make Capcom a lot of money.
But then again, Capcom's been struggling so much in general. They released Street Fighter V, which is now people are liking it better with AE, but
yeah, because it's a full game now.
Exactly. And then they had the big mess up with Infinite, with MVC Infinite. So,
that was just because I think Dragon Ball Z killed that game off.
But they had those missteps. But then they had the fucking baddest fucking game on the planet for people, which is Monster Hunter. Everybody loves Monster Hunter right now. Yeah. So they made a big leap, and now they're doing this kind of Devil May Cry event that's going on right now, kind of gauging interest to see if they're going to make another Devil May Cry. I think 6 at this point. So we'll see.
Isn't Capcom releasing Mega Man too?
Yeah, they're doing the Legacies.
Got all the rights again.
They're doing the Mega Man X Legacies.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be the X franchise.
See how they fucked that up too.
Well, it's just gonna be the first 3 games, and then later on, there's gonna be a second disc with
remastered bullshit.
Yeah. So
well, that's.
Mark, do you have any games or fucking franchises you wish would come back? I never hear you talk about those
games that I wish would come back. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I got a game where I'm like, oh man, if they fucking remade that or made a part 2, I'd be all over that.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Eric? I remember you playing any games that you wish would come back.
Games that I wish would come back.
Well, another chapter or something.
Blitz.
Dude, Blitz came back would be badass. But old school Blitz, where you could just run around and smash and beat up people.
The one where you can bring your memory card to the actual fucking arcade and put it in.
I really wouldn't mind another.
Inner Geist.
No. It's a hack. It's a Dynasty War. Dynasty Warriors, man.
Yeah, I got you, but like, I don't know.
The Sengoku era things and go around and you just start fucking killing a bunch of
I never
that Arc the Lord one.
I got like the newer one at the time.
The one that they made the Gundam for.
Oh, okay.
I never played the Dynasty Warriors, but I played its knockoff from the same company.
Ninja Warrior.
Kaizen. Kaizen was like the knockoff one, or it wasn't a knockoff, but I think it was like another age, like in the feudal era.
Was that the one with the spiders?
No. It was literally Dynasty Warriors. It was just like in another part of, I think, Japan.
I played Samurai Warriors.
And if
Samurai
not
Warriors
that,
is good. Was a good
that was
fighter.
the shit.
If not that, then Tenchu. The one you played the ninja?
Nah, there was like a ninja game. It was like a stealth-based game.
Yeah.
Like, I always wanted another Power Stone or Rival Schools. I'm never going to get those either.
Nah, never. I'm
Never
sorry.
gonna get it.
But getting back to God of War, it seems very intuitive. Like, all the puzzles are pretty like, oh, okay, I get what they're doing here. Okay, let me just do this, that. Okay, done.
Yeah.
The scope is still as big as it was. It's not completely open world. There's just like, it's just a bigger map, basically.
Okay.
And you have to go through, well, I don't want to spoil much else, but it's just, I can say it's very intuitive. There's more RPG mechanics that don't seem overwhelming. And still you have your hack and slash, but there seems to be there's a little more of a combo system than just like mashing a button. You can.
Oh, so you don't have to smash the circle no more?
No, you
Quick time events.
Yeah.
Quick time events are very, very little.
Okay. Yeah. So they learned some lesson.
Yeah, it's not. You're usually what you're doing is, if you down an enemy, I don't think I'm giving too much, but like, with an enemy, you have their life gauge, and then they actually have a stun gauge. And once you fill up their stun gauge, they get tired, and then you can go in and do your brutal attack that'll kill them outright.
Is it as bloody as it was before?
Yes, but not like
excessive.
Not excessive. But it is bloody. Like there's still a whole bunch of shit. Back? No.
The sweater pillows.
No.
Oh, he lost their.
Yeah. No, but I was telling the reason he'll like it is because Kratos always goes boy, and that's what he calls his son. He never calls him by his name. I think it's like
he forgot his name.
Yeah.
Where I saw a meme where he's like he's doing the fucking hands over his thing. Yeah. He stops like boy.
At least he stopped yelling Calliope. Calliope.
I thought I heard the game and he's yet to open it. Still in its wrapper.
I honestly don't know if he would play it.
Because I'm balls deep on that.
Monster Hunter.
Everybody's balls deep on Monster Hunter. I'm balls deep in Dad of War. So
it was kind of weird last time where we squad up and everybody's playing Monster Hunter.
Squad up means we were in the same party over.
Oh.
And Roman, we made a chat party. And we're all playing Monster Hunter, and Roman's over here playing God of War. You forget that he's part of the chat.
The chat. So
we start talking shit, and he starts laughing and shit.
Yeah, because when I get into a game, I focus, I stay quiet, I focus, and I'm just like, I'm enveloped by the game. I'm immersed.
Those the words.
Yeah, but Destiny 2 is gonna have a new update. I think not next 2 weeks. So I'm gonna be playing that a little bit more. They're gonna have a rank system.
It's almost a full game.
Yeah, there's gonna be a rank system for PvP. So hopefully that'll wet my whistle a little bit more, and hopefully get friends back into it. Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do solo competitive.
Maybe we'll get back into it.
Maybe. Well, before you play that game, maybe you want to play my game.
Let's see.
That I got. I'm going to make you guys squad up.
Oh.
These dad jokes now. Nice. So, yeah, I actually made a game.
Transition.
Did you want me to
Hard transition.
Did you want me to do the SpongeBob? The
I guess.
Alright, so Introduce your fucking product.
Oh, okay. It's basically the news game. That's all it is. But there's a spin on this one. Instead of y'all trying to guess the fake news to the real news, this is all real news.
Okay.
This is all real news. Basically, I'm gonna give you a story, and then you just figure out what was the key point of that story or whatever question I fucking feel like asking you.
I think he's leading to like a nice, comfortable, be like, yeah, this is all real news, and at the end he's like, it was all fake news.
It was all fake news.
Why do you have a comb over?
Yeah.
So how are you blonde?
So before, so to make sure this is a little bit entertaining,
okay,
don't just give like an answer and just be like, yeah, it's that.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna try to do like an exam, like please explain.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a scenario.
Okay.
Give me what you were thinking at the moment.
Give me a scenario.
Yeah, in this scenario. Okay, so I have 6.
I don't think we've ever explained that fucking joke.
No, it's a joke.
We don't have to explain.
All right, so the first one off the bat. I got this one off NPR.
Okay.
A lot of them are animal based. I found out like
super liberal fucking lefty piece of shit.
So as I'm looking a lot of this shit up, a lot of it's super animal based. Like you can't really find weird news without having an animal in there somehow. Like 2 of them I had, but I had to take out because I was like, I don't know how I would make that into a fun thing. One of them was like a kid who was on Facebook and he got arrested because he made like a sarcastic joke about him shooting up a school.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you heard that one?
Yes.
Yeah. And so I was like, I don't know how. I was like, I don't know what kind of question I would ask on that one. And then the other one was like, that's when I realized it was a dude who got arrested for stealing a skateboarding dog.
Okay.
But they didn't really find out how. They just arrested him on no
pretense.
Yeah. And then even at that, they can't fucking find the dog.
Oh my god.
So I was like, oh,
bastards.
Yeah. All right. So this is the first one. It's from NPR.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna read it. Might leave some shit blank.
Okay.
And then y'all find out. You know, you give me the answer. Mm-hmm. All right. So the NYPD received a call about a tiger in Manhattan.
Okay.
They received a call about a tiger in Manhattan on Thursday. No tiger was found, but it was a blank. An animal on the loose caused a minor freakout in New York City yesterday. Around 8:30 in the morning, 911 caller reported a tiger roaming the streets of Harlem. Panicked New Yorkers went inside and took to Twitter.
Okay.
The NYPD dispatched officers to the scene only to discover the tiger was not a tiger, but a big blank. In their defense, some New Yorkers have pointed out both animals do have stripes. So I'll give you all a couple of minutes. Everyone's gonna give an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that we're gonna.
Even at that, think out loud, discuss among yourselves.
So what's a big cat with stripes?
Doesn't say it's a cat.
Yeah.
No, I mean, what's a big animal with stripes?
Zebra.
There's no way people are gonna confuse a tiger and a zebra.
You'd be surprised. People are stupid.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Is New York one of those places where weed's legal?
All right, so I'm gonna let you in on that racist assumption. Mm-hmm. Black people afraid of all animals.
Okay, gotcha.
I made a joke with a friend of mine, like if Square Enix wanted to make a Final Fantasy game, it'd just be a black person and the main villain would be like a cat or something.
Fuck that.
And that would be like 7 discs long. Because they would never fight them.
What is this animal? I ain't never seen it before.
Oh, hell no.
Is that a mongoose?
One of them's killed my granddaddy.
And then the end is, can we cook it?
Yeah. It's like that Saturday Night Live thing where Tracy Morgan plays that animal dude. But yes, please continue.
Okay.
Discuss
any big animal with stripes.
Well, okay. So the first thing that came to my mind.
Okay.
All right. Is when you said New York. Mm-hmm. New York, fucking riddled with gigantic rats.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Shut up.
He's gonna give his answer. Then you're gonna give your answer.
Up. Okay, because actually they've discovered that there's 2 types of rats in New York.
Okay.
There's like the upper north side and then like the down dirty fucking rats. So there's 2 classes of rats. There's even a hierarchy there.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And what I'm thinking is it's one of them low down dirty rats because they're just feeding on anything. They're like eating. They're like billy goats almost. You know what I mean? Like they fucking eat pizza. They'll eat fucking tin cans. They eat whatever the goddamn they can, and they'll just grow, baby.
Okay.
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm sticking with rats. I think it's a big rat.
Roman thinks it's a big rat.
Yeah, not the cute ratatouille kind.
Eric, Tony.
Let's see. How can they? A tiger. Oh, it's a raccoon.
Okay.
I think it'd be a raccoon because they only see the stripes in the back, and I don't think they've ever really seen raccoons.
Okay.
Good
answer. Good answer.
I think it's maybe a fucking cat.
You gotta pick one.
They're like, oh, it's a small tiger. It's like a baby tiger. It's a raccoon. I'm gonna go with raccoon.
Is it a raccoon? Okay.
Did they say it was a small animal?
They just said it.
They reported a tiger.
They reported a tiger.
And
they reported a tiger, and it turned out it wasn't a tiger. It was just a big blank.
I know.
And then they just pointed out.
I think you guys are thinking too small.
And then they asked it. Then in their defense, they're just like, well, I mean, they both got stripes. They both got stripes. So okay.
I mean, both a rat and a raccoon are pretty small. And people don't get scared of small animals. They're like, oh, they're
People get scared of.
But to confuse it as a tiger.
This is
of
Harlem.
Fucking spiders.
Yeah, this is Harlem.
Spiders are a different thing.
No, it's not.
Not just that. Not just that. I've seen people get scared of chickens, thinking it's
a dinosaur.
Come on.
There's no way someone calls a chicken.
All right, so
that's reaching.
What's your answer then, Tony?
Oh, man.
Gotta think of the
if
reason.
we're going too small, you fucking bitch.
They both have I was thinking a big cat that had stripes. A cat.
So a tiger.
Tiger. I can't remember. They have like mountain lions have stripes.
Mountain lion. Well, I don't think there's mountains in New York.
I mean, yeah, in upstate New York.
And then I know that lion.
What part of New York was this?
Harlem.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. This is one of the boroughs. So
like I've heard of lions escaping the zoo ones.
Yeah.
So there's probably a chance that something escaped the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying it's a zebra?
I want to go with a lion.
Okay, you're gonna say a lion.
Stripes.
I'm just going with a lion.
Okay, and you're just saying this because
it's a big cat.
It's a big cat.
It's a big cat.
All right.
He did exactly what you didn't want to do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least.
Well,
he talked longer for what I thought. At least he didn't give me like it's a lion, because I think it's a lion. Like that's what I don't want.
I think you lied.
Yeah, I think you lied. It's Harlem. They must be known as the Black King of the Jungle. Is that nigga lion? So, out of all three of y'all, one of you got it right.
Ooh.
It's a raccoon.
It's a raccoon.
Good answer. Good answer.
How do you?
Because they both got stripes.
How do you confuse a raccoon with a tiger?
They both got stripes.
It's
they got
Harlem,
long
dog.
tails.
A raccoon could get pretty big.
But tiger big?
Well, they never meant it was a full-grown tiger. If it was a full-grown tiger, you know it's a full-grown tiger.
Yeah. And like I said, black people are afraid of all types of animals.
Yeah.
Was this at night? Like you can't see.
Apparently, it was at 8:30 in the morning.
Damn, there's like
8:30 in the morning.
No, it rises in the east, so yeah.
So they'd be tall.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a light up there, like by 5 o'clock. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
And if they know anything about raccoons, they know they're nocturnal. So they're like.
Then you have the color thing. Raccoons are what, grayish with black stripes?
We never said they were smart. It's Harlem. What do you expect? It's a shithole.
My mind is like, I'll go to how you confuse the raccoon for
we're going to jump from a tale about a raccoon to a tale about a drunk possum.
I'm all in. Baby possum's cute as fuck.
All right. So that starts. This happened in Florida. I forgot what part of Florida, but we'll find out. Let's see.
Florida.
More than likely the Tampa area.
Fort Walton Beach, Florida. All right, so a worker there found the possum up on a shelf next to a cracked open bottle of liquor with nothing in it. Pettis told the Daily News, assuming the possum drank it all, he brought her to us. We were looking over her, and she definitely was fully acting normal. Pettis said the animal appeared. Oh, I guess that's the juvenile worker. That's the person. I think that's the copper rotter. So the animal appeared disoriented, was excessively salivating, and appeared to be pale. It did not, however, appear to be hungover, she said. We loaded her up with fluids to help her flush out the alcoholic toxins, Pettis said, and she was good a couple of days later, and we released her Thursday night. Pettis said the drunken possum was first for her. She added the possum was fairly large and was curious to how she was able to break into a liquor store. Cashmore, who owns the liquor store, said the possum came in from outside and was up in the rafters. When she came through, she knocked. Oh, I love this. I love this saying right here. All right, I'm gonna try to do it like I'm just gonna do it like a honky tonk. She said when she came through, she knocked the bottle of liquor off the shelf. Moore told the Daily News. She got down on the floor and she drank the whole damn bottle. Moore added, as far as he knew, the possum was 21 years old. So, the story about a possum breaking into a liquor store, drinking down in a whole bottle of liquor. My question is, what liquor did that possum drink? Ooh. What is the drink that possum got drunk off of?
Okay. So,
and I love it too. It's like a possum the title was like, Possum breaks in a liquor store and gets skunking drunk.
Nice title.
Yeah.
These guys know how to. These guys know how to write a headline.
These guys are onion level.
Yeah. This is from AGC. I don't know what that was, but that's the website I found it on.
You know what I've noticed lately that people actually care about possums? Like
they're kind of cute. I honestly want a possum.
Like I was saying,
we got one out back. Go get it, boy.
No, yeah, I was talking to someone about killing the possum that we have out back. I was thinking about showing him my brother's 22. It's like, no, they're good for the yard, dude.
Plus, that was Roman and John.
No, I think it was Santos' friend. And he was like, why would you want to kill it? It's an animal. It's like, it's a fucking dirty ass possum. Why would you guys care about a dead possum? It's like, it's good for the yard, dude. I was like, I guess.
But what would that possum drink, though? That's the question I'm asking you.
You know what? You would probably like a possum. They're anti-spiders.
Yeah, well.
Look at you. You can be my hero, baby.
Yeah, they're not scared of spiders.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that are scared of spiders. It's okay. It's a natural phobia.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so we have
that phobia. Possums.
So it has to be a glass bottle.
Okay.
And it has to be...
It's a liquor.
No, but it has to be top shelf because lower shelf is plastic bottles.
Okay.
Which is weird because you think you put the glass on the bottom.
Right.
They didn't tell me what exactly, but they just gave me a general like type of liquor it was.
Okay.
That's all I'm looking for.
We're not looking for brand.
I was hoping they said a brand, and I was gonna give you extra points if I found the brand. But as I kept researching, they didn't tell us. I guess there was no sponsor for it.
Fair enough.
It has to be something big. So like, I'm gonna have to go with the whiskey.
You gonna go with whiskey?
Yeah.
Why is that? Just because?
Just because if you're going to the liquor store, their selection of whiskey is like a lot bigger.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people that make more whiskey.
Okay.
And most of the stuff does come in glass bottle.
Okay.
And most of the whiskeys usually have like a sweet scent, so I'm guessing animals would like it.
Okay.
So other than like tequila and gin, that's more of a dry thing.
Tony chose whiskey.
Okay.
Roman.
Okay, here's my reasoning. All right, it's Florida, right?
It's Florida.
It seems like it's near a beach.
Yeah.
Right? So it seems like it might be like a party town. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe a fucking backwater party town, but a party town nonetheless.
Fort what?
Fort Beach something. I forgot. I deleted
Fort
the thing
Walton
already.
or something.
Yeah,
like
Fort Walton Beach.
So here's my thinking.
Oh, my back.
It's rum.
It's rum.
It's rum, and here's the reason why. Is because Tony's right. When it's a lower like shelf kind of thing, it's usually lower quality. Usually, sometimes in a plastic bottle. Sometimes.
Okay.
And here's my thinking: Malibu. Malibu comes in a plastic bottle. All right. They got razor sharp teeth. All right. That's they use it for. He fucking knocks one over, sees it, bites it down. Fucking starts spilling all over the place, starts drinking it up, lapping it up. Okay. You know what I mean? Because
the only reason I'm gonna go against that is because they automatically said that they broke open the bottle.
Yeah,
the bottle was broken.
Okay, well either way, I'm still gonna go with it. There's still rum that goes into glass bottles as well. So that was my first thought. I got proven wrong, but I'm saying rum.
Florida is a big rum city.
Yeah.
So because it's Florida and it's white girls like what? Vodka with a bunch of like daiquiris and mixed drinks.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So more than likely vodka. It looks like water. It's clear.
Yeah, you could have confused it with water.
No, you're locked in.
Yeah, vodka.
All right. So out of all of y'all, none of y'all got it right.
Oh, it's tequila.
The possum drink of choice was actually bourbon.
Nice, good man, good man.
Wait, can bourbon?
Yeah, there's whiskey. There's whiskey bourbons. They say whiskey bourbon. I mean, I'll give you partial.
No,
you know,
because bourbons are its own class. Now, there's a saying that every whiskey is a bourbon, but not every bourbon is a whiskey.
Okay.
So that's the reason why.
I was thinking of Scotch. All Scotches are whiskeys.
Well, scotches as well, but it's the same thing. So.
See, now the question would have been on the brand. The brand determines if a bourbon is a whiskey or if it's just a bourbon. Stupid. Why do they give out the brand?
Possum's party with bourbon apparently.
All right. Now I know what you get them to lure them in with the little babies.
So now you know if you're gonna shoot the possum, bring top shelf bourbon.
Maybe it was like a apple bourbon or something like that.
Maybe.
Oaky with like a.
With a little fruit finish.
Yeah.
All right, get you.
Fair enough. I saw his eyes light up and he's like, "Damn."
For a moment there, I thought you were gonna get it. Because it seemed like everyone was like in the same realm. Of like, okay.
I just thought clear vodka, water.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good thought. Yeah. It's a good thought though. All right.
2 in the box. Come on, Eric, get your shit together.
You got one right.
Well,
so you're in the lead right now.
We'll step away from Florida and the crazy animals what they're doing over there. In Colorado, some other crazy animals going on.
Right.
Ready?
White people.
The headline of this was "Wild Sex Parties in Upscale Colorado Community Upsetting the Neighbors."
I knew it. White people. They're the only ones that have sex parties like this.
Yeah. All right. Sex party hosted in one Colorado's nicest communities are angry neighbors who say it says it's time to take action. Residents on Avery Way in Castle Rock say organized sex parties at one home are causing parking problems and noises, but they are mostly concerned with the sexual nature of each event and exposure to children. One neighbor who declined to provide her full identity said she received a copy of a party invitation. She received a copy of a party invitation from an anonymous person who is concerned about the events. It shows 400 guests were invited, with 87 people, including 35 couples, sending a yes to the RSVP.
Damn.
That's a big party.
I think it's disgusting, she said. The invitation referred the Thunderstorm Play Palace and boasts a 7,500 square foot dwelling with every amenity, including alcohol, food, complete with a vegetarian menu.
Nice, okay.
And a chocolate fountain. The risque invitation also advised guests to bring their own condoms and show respect to the new
condiments.
Yeah, and condiments. Bring their own condoms and show respect to the new furniture. Furniture.
Okay, I like that. Those are some good ground rules. To be honest with you, I'm all in.
The neighborhood described guests as being a form of all walks of life. Some of them are so old they're struggling walking up the stairs, the neighbor said.
Damn husband of mine.
Oh, he has got enough dip in his hip to go get laid, but not enough to get paid.
She adds the attendees even brought their own festive refreshments. Nice. One had 4 crock pots showing up like they were going to a party or something, said the neighbor. Obviously, it is a party.
Sex party.
The party organizer does not want to reveal his identity, but he said that he is the victim in this controversy. There was significant harassment so far I've received from neighbors, he said. He said that they tried blocking his driveway with trash cans and guests' cars were keyed, resulting in expensive damage. The party organizer, who is a father and a husband, said he understands his neighbors' concerns and has made efforts to conceal anything that might be offensive. There are no open areas, so you can see outside to have children or anyone see what they don't want to see, he said. He said he also installed soundproofing in the house with close attention paid to the basement windows. Still, neighbors say they can hear disturbing sounds coming from the home, sounds they don't want their children exposed to. You can hear people doing what they're doing, one resident said. Castle Rock Police Department said it is working with neighborhood HOA, or homeowner association, and city officials to investigate the issue. But the party organization is not breaking any laws because he's only taking donations, and the events are contained to the privacy of his own home. Well, since he's taking donations, my question to y'all is, what is the, I don't know how to say it, not donations. What is the thing when you go to a club and there's a cover? What do you think the cover charges are?
Okay.
I will give you, there's three different options, or there's 3 different covers. Couples, and single men,
Mm-hmm.
and one for women, for single women.
Okay.
So what is the cover for these?
Okay, so it's single women, men, and couples.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so my thinking is couples get a discount, so do women. Men are the only ones that pay full price.
True.
And how much do you think it is? I'm gonna give. I'll go Price is Right rules.
Okay.
Whoever can get highest to each of them without going over.
Okay, so each of us have a chance to at least get 1 point, but we can get more points.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, donations. How big is the place, you said?
7,500 square foot.
Okay, so it's fairly sizable.
Mm-hmm. And it has all this other stuff in there.
Okay.
Know. He did say they have a basement, so that's sex.
And it does have that, and bring your own refreshments.
Yeah, but it seems like he's also providing
a few as well. So he wants to recoup some of that. And there's he said somewhere about 80 people going there?
There was 400 guests and then 87 people, including 35 couples that said yes to RSVP.
Okay. So for couples...
So about 87 people said they were going, and 37 were already automatically couples.
Okay. So for dudes, since they're the highest, donations... I'm going to go because, he's got a lot to recoup. He's even probably have to call, if it has carpet, he's going to have to get that steam cleaned and everything, you know what I mean? He doesn't want to do that himself. I'm going to say for men, it's going to be about 75.
Okay.
For couples, I will say it's going to be 55.
Okay.
And then for women, I'll say, since they get the deepest discount, probably about... $40 or so.
$40?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember those numbers because I'm not going to remember them off the bat.
Okay, let me write them down.
Yeah.
Thanks to that Vice channel, found out that these sex parties are more common than I thought in America. I was like, I learned some things.
There you go. Look into it.
But see, now, this was in Colorado?
It's Colorado.
Colorado has a little bit of money now since the weed game.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, let's see. For men, since you got the most...
Okay.
He has to pay for cleaning. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing sheets and all that shit. Men's gonna be a straight 100.
100? Okay.
Yeah. Couples are gonna be, let's see, 60 each.
60 each.
And then women's gonna be a cool 50.
Cool 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like y'all going way too high on this. It's donations. It's not a covered charge, like covered. So I'm gonna go couples is like maybe.
Remember your numbers, Tony.
Couples will probably be like, I don't know, say 15. Single dudes is like maybe $20, and girls get in for free as long as they bring like some food.
Okay.
So you're talking like actual club?
I like that. I like that Eric's going the Price is Right rules was like $1. $1.50.
Oh no, I mean because it's donations. People aren't throwing in like money like crazy amounts of money.
It looks like it's a high end place of thing.
The high end thing ain't the thing. The thing is, it's from all the movies I've seen with sex couples and sex parties. It's kind of like
go with the movie.
They bring in their chips. They put in like $20-$25 because that covers most of the the fucking stuff that they bought, the cleaning and stuff. They probably get a discount somewhere because more than likely there's a guy working at a steam cleaner. He's like, hey man, after all this is done, you can hit me up. Thanks for the sex party. Thanks for the swingers, the swapping and shit like that. Because you gotta imagine these aren't people. These people are not, just like fucking schlubs on the thing. They're people that have jobs and. See, it's another way. I was
thinking like everyday people. I went movie scene.
Well, it is a nicer. That's a nicer neighborhood.
My thing is,
it's a nicer thing, but everybody. Think of it not only as fucking, but also doing cross business. Networking.
See, that's what I thought. That sounds like money. I thought these businessmen and their wives be like,
businessmen.
So Eric kind of sold me on this, so we'll see.
Okay, I think it's like low things. Like, hey man, thanks for coming in. It's like. You're going to use my toilet paper. You're going to leave a bunch of stains here and there. They probably have receptacles in there because anybody that has a sex party automatically gets their stuff ready for sex parties. They have.
I like how you brought sex party and Eric's like, oh, fucking.
Yeah. See, I figured you would get a kick out of this one.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so
what happened to just both parties?
Well, you can do that. That's part of the sex games. And plus, I saw this one video a while back where they were having sex. Like you could go into the pool. It had high fences. It was all adults. They had like a swimming pool that you could fuck in. You could fuck in the yard. You could fuck inside. You could fuck everywhere. And it was insane.
So an orgy?
I loved it.
Pretty much. Well, I mean,
whacked off like 3 times
in the
first 5 minutes.
Nowadays, you got a lot of people that are actually into open relationships. Keeps the flame going. It's not just for fucking. It's more like the swinger mindset is insane to try and get, but it's like
there's not enough time in this podcast.
Yeah,
to get
there isn't enough time. But main thing is.
Next week, swinger cat.
The mind of a swinger.
It builds a relationship between the couple, knowing that they get satisfied with the love that they get from their couples, but they know that they could spread out, have some fun, but know they got someone there and shit.
You know what? Kudos to Mark. He finally got Eric to talk more than a couple minutes.
Yeah, right.
He got him not looking at his fucking phone.
He's all interesting.
I ran out of lives on Family Guy, and I got all the chests.
He's projecting his voice, bringing all this knowledge.
Yeah.
Good shit, Mark.
I try.
All right, so let's hear.
So I'm gonna start with the women. Everyone had their numbers.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? You had free,
50,
40.
None of y'all got that right.
Okay.
$20 for women.
Okay.
Then Eric might be it, right? Might be low end.
All right.
So Eric got that point. I guess he said free.
And this one's actually a trick. This is a trick question. Couples and men are the same price.
Oh, okay.
So everyone remember the numbers. $70 for couples and men.
Okay, I'm on the money. Oh no, I was 75. I was 5 over.
You were
with the men
65. So that's technically 1 point.
Yeah.
I was.
Tony said 160 for
60 for the couples and 100 for the guys.
Okay, so you get 1 point for the couples.
He said 60 for each couple, so it's 120.
No, it's
for
couples.
Each, no, he said 60 for the couples each.
He's trying to get you on the technicality.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna give it to you either way. Because now.
What did you say, Eric? For the dudes, what'd you say?
Dudes is like 20, and the chicks, the couples were like 15.
Yeah.
And
so he beat out your number, so he gets the point. Just. I know you don't want him to get the point, but
I'm just saying. Do I get the point for the girl? If free is the thing.
He didn't go over. You had to give it to him.
He didn't go over.
Okay. All right. Sweet. See? The Price is Right rules works.
Price is Right rules works.
$1.
I should have just said $1 for everything.
$1.01.
Okay. I think I get 1 point for the couples.
You get 1 point for the men.
No, he said couples.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, couples, because I said it was... Well, no, he would get the point.
You said 60.
No, because I said 75 for the men, 55 for couples, and 40. So I don't get any points. I wasn't close. So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Damn,
I don't know sex parties as well as I thought I did.
Tony gets 1 point. Eric's in the lead with 2 points.
If you do the math, he gets a couple of thousands for each party. Not a bad business.
I mean, I don't think it's a business thing. I think it's a labor of love.
No, because if you keep hosting enough
well,
parties...
he said it's just donation, so it's not a business.
Yeah, it's
not. I know it's not a business, but if you keep hosting enough parties...
But all he's doing is just like, hey, I just need to recoup a little bit so that I have money next time for refreshments.
My overhead.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm snacks and condoms.
Exactly. No. I gotta steam clean these fucking carpets. They're filthy with cum.
You gotta imagine what that.
Well, imagine if he does a party every weekend. He's making bank on that, dude.
Every weekend is not a thing. Swingers parties is maybe like twice a month, maybe once a month.
Even
I would think once a month is like. That's pretty, because once a month is like you're building up to it, like, hey, we got 3 weeks till the next one.
Yeah, but then you tell other people, he's like, he won't go to the sex party, he brings even more people.
Yeah, exactly.
The main thing he's recovering money from is lube, sex toys, and maybe whips and
but then you start getting sponsors for all that shit.
Nah, you don't.
Again, it's not a business.
I mean, you can make it a business.
No.
Okay, I'm done with you because all you want to do is turn it into a business.
To make it a business.
All right. So next one.
So next story.
Next story. You got all these people in Colorado fucking fulfilling lust and doing all this shit. It's just terrible.
Saddam and Gomorrah.
And the one thing you gotta love, that's fucking dangerous because there's some AIDS problem there.
Yeah, it might be.
Well, that's why.
So we're just gonna move along from one dangerous situation to another one, and this one is from a flight that got they got delayed because some dumbass person decided to do something stupid.
Okay.
You got. They just tried to segue that in. All right.
Don't worry about it.
So,
You're a little rusty. That's all.
I got this. I'm trying to see how to.
Was it an Arab?
Yeah, close.
Oh.
It was actually in China. A flight out to out of Shanghai to other Chinese place, China, was delayed for several hours after a superstitious passenger decided to throw a bunch of blank at the plane's engine. According to the report, the elder woman was spotted on the tarmac throwing blank at the plane's engine while preparing to board the China Southern Airlines flight CZ380. Thankfully, another passenger spotted the 80-year-old woman and alerted the proper authorities. According to the cops, the woman threw the blank in order to pray for good luck.
Okay.
Police detained the woman, and all 150 passengers were taken off the plane while the ground crew painstakingly retrieved the good luck charms. Eight of the blanks missed, but one blank was still lodged in the plane's engine, which is not a good thing.
Okay.
The plane did eventually take off, but it was delayed more than 5 hours thanks to the woman.
Okay.
What was that thing she tossed into the engine?
Eric, you want to take this?
And the one thing I love about this story is that this chick threw this fucking shit in there, and there's like, let's just get it. And there's like, yeah, let's fucking take off. Fuck it. What did she throw inside that plane engine?
Superstition and Chinese superstition. See, at first I thought it was gonna be like rice and or salt, you know, because a lot of times salt is like a purification thing. It's whatever.
And rice is used a lot for superstition.
Salt can't really get lodged in engines, can it?
No. Feel free to collaborate.
No,
See, I was with you on the rice thing. Like, I've seen enough Chinese superstition where they use rice. But how would that be like, hey, man, she's throwing rice, is going to fuck up the engine?
Talismans.
Talismans?
Yeah. Those like little luck coins.
So they're money? The actual currency? The money? She was throwing money in there?
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Oh,
Like
damn, that does make sense.
Coin things.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of lodge in the engine.
Okay.
What else can be used for superstition that would get stuck in the engine? Oh, what do they call it? The talismans. The paper talismans.
Okay.
That would probably get stuck in the router and made it fuck up and be like, hey, go get it.
Okay, so he's saying coins, like the
money.
Okay. And you're saying talismans.
Yeah, paper talismans.
Okay.
They're like little bags of coins.
Because I can't remember what I was on. It'd be funny to like, throw a bird.
Throwing numerous birds. 8 of them missed, but one of them got stuck. All right, Roman.
Okay,
You're an 80-year-old Chinese woman, and you're just like,
Well, here's the thing. I first thought when you said like they throw something in there, for some reason I thought of like pig's blood or something, like blood of some kind, and I have no idea why. It just popped into my head. Like in a lot of cultures, I'm not saying in China because I don't know Chinese culture all that well, but I was thinking like blood, is usually used in these kinds of things, and then I actually thought like rooster. Like I thought, for some reason,
threw a fucking animal in there.
Yeah, I just thought like little baby roos, like just fucking like throwing them in there.
Little lucky chicks.
Yeah, and you see like they're like, what the fuck's going on? They just see feathers coming out one of the fucking engines, and then one of them gets caught in there. And it's just like fucking yeah. So that's my thought.
How do you smoke baby chicks though?
I mean, it seems like it's rural China,
Yeah.
so that's why I was thinking like roosters and things like that. So I'm gonna go final answer roosters.
Roosters?
Yeah.
Roosters. Okay. All right. Out of all 3 of you, one of you got it right. Actually, it's Eric. It's actually coins.
Ooh, there you go. Fucking a weeb's paying off.
No, sir. I'm a cultured swine.
See, I thought money too.
No, you're a swine. I'll give you that.
Cultured son.
Oh wait, can we have the same answer to these questions?
You said the paper talisman.
No, but can we have the same answer? Do we both get points if we say the same answer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't have to make up your own. I mean, if something makes sense, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I mean, we're two. Yeah, we're like yeah, we got 2 left. Eric, you're leading it with 3. Damn.
Dang.
You might take this.
I'm sure he will.
Time to make that tie comeback.
Yeah, because
one thing Eric knows is sex
and Asians and raccoons
and raccoon black people.
All right. Well, speaking of black person,
Oh, they got shot 52 times.
this one I think this one is it's A, B, C, and D.
Okay.
Question. All right. This is in Springfield. I think it was Springfield, Ohio.
Okay.
The Simpsons?
Yeah, I was thinking of that. I think it was Springfield. It's Springfield. I want to say it was Ohio. So Springfield Police Department said Brock Anton Williams, 35, was recognized Wednesday by an officer in the parking lot of an Albertson store.
His acronym is BALL.
Yeah, it's ball. The officer determined Williams had a warrant for his arrest on a parole violation related to unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, but Williams sped off while the officer waited to join a patrol officer in a marked car. Damn, you suck at this.
Come on, Mark, get it together.
No. It's just how they word it.
It's not hard. It's them.
Hold on. Damn, does it not say anything about the motorcycle? Damn, I thought they would say that about the motorcycle real quick. Anyways, the officer followed Williams in an unmarked car and made a note of the license plate. He was on a motorcycle.
Okay.
Just I don't know if that helps anything. Which bore expired North Dakota tags. The patrol officer joined the pursuit, and Williams fled at speeds of between 85 to 100 miles down side streets until he reached a dead end and got off the vehicle. Police arrested Williams, who claimed that he hadn't been riding the motorcycle. Police discovered the bike had been reported stolen in 2017. The license plate that had not been on the motorcycle at the time of the theft led us to believe whoever stole the bike put the plate on it. Springfield Police Lieutenant Scott McCree told the Springfield Registered Guard thing. At one point, I don't know what happened. So basically, he saw this dude and stopped him on the bike, and he started noticing the police. He started noticing the license plate. And then he got a sneaking suspicion like, there's probably something off on that.
Yeah.
My question is, what was on the license plate that made him question it?
Okay.
So these are the
This is the multiple choice.
The multiple choice. A, old pedo.
Okay.
B, ex felon. C, stolen. D, nigga please.
And one of these is the right answer.
One of these is the right answer.
Ain't that some shit?
So yeah, black dude stole this motorcycle. Yeah, stole his motorcycle. Cop was like, "There's something off by this." Went to pull him over. Homeboy sped off. They ran the plates and they found out that it was fucking stolen. What was on the license plates that tipped off the police officer? A, pedo. B, ex-felon. C, stolen. D, nigga please.
I'm going to go with the obvious. I'm going to go with ex-felon.
You're going to go with ex-felon? Why is it ex-felon?
Ex-felon just because it's just... for me, it just seems so on the nose. Like, he's already on probation, and he'd be kind of like... He seems like he would be a guy that would be like, I can get away with this kind of shit. Fuck him. So, that's my thing. It's just like, I'm an ex-felon. I'm confident. They're going to pull me over. Nothing's going to happen because I'm an ex-felon. I can fucking bluff my way through this shit. And it bit him in the ass.
Okay.
He did have a charge on him. And he was in probation. Can you be a felon with probation? Yes.
Warrant for his arrest on a parole violation.
Parole. Oh, yeah, that's ex-felon right there.
Is ex-felon?
Yeah. But I'm going to go with nigga please.
You can go with nigga please.
That's what I was going to go with. Nigga, please.
Tony, you go with nigga please? Why are you going with nigga please?
Because it's not offensive enough, but be like, really? Why would you put that?
Because he's in a fast car, in a fast motorcycle. He's like, nigga, please.
Exactly.
Black people don't usually ride motorcycles.
Oh, black people love riding motorcycycles.
I don't know.
The Japanese
stuff. I haven't seen a lot of black people on motorcycles.
Biker Boys?
No, I have not. Why would I watch trash?
Well, I personally know that there's a chapter of motorcycle enthusiasts that usually half of them are pretty much on ninja bikes or racing bikes.
Like
okay, so I like the crotch rockets.
Yeah,
oh,
like
cool.
crotch rockets, and very few go with Harleys. And
I guess that's like one of my things when I think of motorcycle. I don't think of crotch rockets at all. I think of like like little hoppers or things like that.
Rebel bikes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I think of.
Like pedal, no one's gonna get that ever.
There's actually
And stolen seems weird.
Okay.
So
old pedal or pedal?
old pedal.
Old pedal. Oh, it could be old pedal to the metal type of deal.
But it was between ex-felon and nigga please.
Okay.
And nigga please would be someone like someone would get it.
So ex-felon.
Stolen would be like
ex-felon.
real on
Locked
the
in.
nose.
Locked in.
Would answer.
Nigga please.
Nigga please.
Nigga please.
Nigga please.
None of you got it right.
Actually, one of you got it right.
Oh,
Roman. It was ex-felon.
Whoop whoop.
That's what I figured it was gonna be that one, but I was like, you know what? I just want to say nigga please. Like,
I was just like, it's
like I knew it was ex-felon and it was funny.
Yeah.
But I was just like, you know what? Nigga please is even funnier.
Oh man,
it was just chew on the nose.
This is gonna be. It's gonna be. Real.
All right, so basically, I just ensured Eric winning. Fuck.
No, unless he makes the.
Unless you make this one, you could tie it up.
No, I can't because I don't have.
Oh, that's right.
This is my first one.
So
unless
unless
you make the last question like a double point.
Yeah, unless you do the old fucking city screw job.
Like,
yeah.
This one's
worth
10
5
points.
points. Like yeah.
This one's worth 80 points.
Exactly. Daily double.
This is basically like the golden snitch roll.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can do all the work and then you fucking lose by this one little bullshit.
Yeah.
It's either 2 points, so we could get a tie, a 3-way tie, or you make it 3 points. Where if we get it right, we beat Eric by 1 point.
Well, this one you kind of have to guesstimate. This one's I don't really have a segue into this one.
Okay.
It's a new doomsday prediction.
New doomsday prediction. All right.
So
I'm in.
I'm trying to think.
I'm a doomsday prep.
Exactly. Okay, so self-declared Bible researcher and conspiracy theorist who has predicted a number of failed doomsday dates is trying a new track. Instead of giving a date, he's giving a range. So he's just like, I'm not good at these dates. I'm just gonna fucking.
All right, so my track record is spotty at best.
It looked like we were doomed for a moment there, and then nope.
Yeah. So Dave Mead, whose views fall well outside mainstream Christianity, told The Guardian that the biblical rapture will be taking place at some point between blank and blank of this year.
Okay.
When that happens, the world won't end, but rather the faithful will be plucked off the earth, leaving the rest behind for 7 years of tribulation. Then he said there will be 1,000 years of peace and prosperity before the world actually ends, which would occur by 3025, give or take. Basically, the rapture is not happening in our lifetime.
Okay, fair enough.
What are those months?
Wait, you said 2035?
Yeah.
Isn't that hard?
No, 3025.
Oh,
like,
3025. Okay.
So basically, he's just like,
he's
like, I'm not good with dates. I'm just going to give you a general when the months are happening. And then all the good people are going to be coming back, and then we're going to have like 7 years of hard times. After that, it's going to be smooth sailing for 1,000 years.
The good people go away. Y'all get the hard times.
Yeah, and then after that everything's all...
And it's all 1,000 years of good times.
Just sit back, relax, and get blown by
Are we going
it.
seasons? Like spring?
Months.
From this month to that month.
Yeah, you got to guess when are the months that this doomsday is happening.
It's biblical, so it has to be around either.
So I guess technically these would be 2 points.
Okay.
There you go.
So you have a chance to get at least one of the months right.
Okay.
Because at first I was gonna do like a somewhat kind of like Price is Right rules, but I was like, yeah, I don't think you can do that.
Okay.
But anyways, okay.
So
you got 2 months.
It's biblical. So
Quick
either...
question.
Okay.
This report, when was it published?
Part of this year.
This year?
Yeah, this
no
was
month
like
on this year.
that was fairly recent. It was like this month.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
Earlier this month.
I'm
During
gonna
the
go biblical.
Huffington Post.
I'm gonna go Christmas, so December.
Okay.
And then April.
See,
Okay.
You took my fucking things because I was thinking April because of the Easter.
What he's saying is this year.
Yeah.
What's happening this
So
year? So you're going from April to December is doomsday.
Yeah, it's doomsday.
Okay, so it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, look at Korea just got together. So
I know that's fucking that blew my mind. I was told that during the wedding. And I was like, no, they fucking didn't.
You know
And
what?
then she showed me the thing, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I gotta talk to my Korean friend, see how she feels about this.
And Trump's the false prophet.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
man.
it's gonna be forever. The thing that Trump did is get Korea back together in his era,
Yeah.
or unless
or he helps North Korea finally beat South Korea.
Yeah, they're gonna sleepers agents.
Oh shit.
And then we're like, all right, we're all friendly. Blow it
Fuck it up.
Boom.
Okay.
That's a possibility.
All right, so April, December?
Yeah.
Only because
So it's already started.
Okay.
Trump did his thing.
Okay.
And then by Christmas, we all out.
We all out. Okay. Eric, Roman?
I am just going to pick arbitrary, just like he did. That's my reasoning. I'm just going to pick random things. That's my reason. I'm trying to channel stupidity. I'm going to say July to September.
July to September?
Mm-hmm.
Just for it? Just because of it?
Yeah, just because I'm trying to get into his mindset, and that's what I'm trying to do.
I am going to go between May, the beginning of summer. And everybody knows summer means a whole lot of sitting for all these kids outside of school.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Goddamn kids out there blowing each other with their Snapchats.
And May through November. Because it's going to be after Halloween and the Thanksgiving that those pagan monsters fucking celebrate. A false date.
Okay.
Peace.
All right.
So what do we got? What do we got, Coach?
The months are actually, he predicted it was going to be between...
Wait, did anybody get it right?
Yes.
Oh.
Drew got it right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Two of you got it right. This will take place between May and December.
Damn.
So,
I was off by 1 month.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, you almost got both of them.
Jesus.
Do I surprise you how
Yeah,
how close I can get to stupid people? I'm a savant at this.
I know this news. I know this news like the back of my hand. So we're gonna crown Eric as grand champion of the news.
fair enough.
Hurts right here.
Gang,
Maybe we'll call this segment Mark's Wacky News. Yeah.
I'm down with it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that catches on.
Maybe we can go with a better title, but it's a good placeholder. That's what it's called.
Mark, every 5 or 10 episodes, you come up with Mark's Wacky News.
It's MWW Mark's Wacky World News.
Check us out on our Facebook.
WMMN.
Our Facebook club, Mark Wacky News /Facebook /Patreon
//
Send that dick pic.
Yeah.
So Eric won the game.
So Eric won the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as I like I said, when I was going through it, I was like, damn, there's a lot of shit about animals, dog. A couple of contenders were the kid who did the fake threat, the skateboarding dog that really had no resolve, so it was not really news. Another one was a poop train that stopped somewhere in New York and they plagued the town.
I heard about that.
Okay,
one, yeah.
As I looked more into places, it was more frequent, so I decided not to.
Okay.
As much as I really wanted to do the poop train.
Yeah.
What was the poop train thing?
The poop train was like this zoo in Detroit sent a train full of shit that was supposed to be disposed, and it stopped in this small town in New York. And I guess the train had nowhere to really go, so for a few days, it was just posted up by the town, and the whole town just smelled like fucking shit.
They had the New Jersey smell to it.
Pretty much. And then eventually the train left, so the whole place celebrated. But for a while, for a couple of days, maybe like a week straight, the whole place smelled like shit.
Hot bacon shit.
Damn. Now, did you just look for local news like America, or are you open to the world news?
Well, no, he told you the China one was the China.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
I tried to pick and choose different, like I tried to go to different outlets and see what they had to offer. Like there was one where I was trying to find one, but it was more like a blog after a while. It was like, what fat chicks are doing to increase their sexual pleasure. And I kept like going through it. You could tell.
Those kind of questions, the reason Spike shut down.
Yeah, so you could tell that this fucking post was not really. It was more like a woman blog, so it was like, oh, this blah blah blah. I was like, I'm just give me the fucking
facts.
Just give me the facts. Give me the fucking like, what are they doing? And I'm just gonna ask these guys, what are the fat chicks doing? I'm just trying to make a game out of it. I don't want to.
My guess
just
is
the facts, man.
Exactly, and this chick's talking about like I went to school and people would make me insecure and then blah blah. I was like, what are you doing to make your sex life better? That's why I clicked on this.
She's like, I wear
fucking
90s
losing.
just all around in my house, just by myself.
I'm just being a slut. Guess what, guys? Like sluts.
Yeah, and then they didn't give you any facts. The only time they gave you facts was in the title where it was like, they're using pillows. I'm like, okay, what else are they using?
All right.
That's very basic.
Yeah.
All right.
Like hugging pillows?
Huh? Yeah. Like, I tried to get more sex stuff in there. There was one chick who was like, blogger gets sex doll penis replaced. And I was like, oh, man, maybe there's something cool in there. Like, what was the reason? What was maybe she got a bigger dick or something like that. And she's like, I've been studying sex dogs I've had so many orgasms. And then I realized, I'm like, oh my God, no wonder fucking no one reads what women have to say.
And if you guys agree with Mark over here or have some wacky news for him, let him know down in the comments. You know, you can stop at youtube.com/Grimworks and just let him know all the wacky news you have. Now you can just join our social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search out Grimworks and go ahead and just leave him there. We'll give him all the wacky news he wants.
Yeah.
Or now you can go all the old school way. Roman, go ahead and tell him what the old school way is.
Yeah, if you want to reach that old school way, go ahead and send us an email at citypod88@gmail.com. Eric.
citypod88@gmail.com.
And these fine people coming up.
And speaking of some comments, we have some old faithfuls. So starting off the comments, we have the Clarissa Clam Jam Power Hour.
Come on in, Clam. And welcome to the clan, cause she has a pussy, and it's gonna jam. I'm doing a freestyle. Clam jam. Fuck it up. Hey, you, what you gonna do?
I always wait for that, because I know that's what he wants to do.
That's my favorite part of the whole song.
Alright, so her first comment is, didn't they also have that scavenger hunt for ACCC?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
the Alamo City Community College?
For the Fiesta event?
Oh, never mind. I thought you was talking about that stupid fucking thing.
What stupid thing?
For the Comic-Con. Was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they have it for that?
Yeah.
Maybe
Comic-Con, they would go to different comic books, like shops or whatever. And then they would
try to find something.
Yeah, they told you it was an Infinity Stone, but it actually was just like a D20, just clear.
Okay.
I was confusing it for the thing that St. Philip's used to do for Fiesta.
Yeah.
Where they said, but that was only for the colleges, for the Alamo City colleges.
Fair enough. Her next comment is, everything is too overpriced now for Fiesta. You're damn right.
Yeah.
You guys are just validating my distaste for Monster Hunter. You're damn right, because me and Clarissa on the same wavelength to fucking Monster Hunter. I'm not that sold on it. Anyways, her next one is, I just want Alistair. I don't even want the costume. I just want the sword. But her next comment is, when I started playing God of War, it was hard to transition from hack and slash that I'm used to from the other 6 games. But the storyline so far is freaking amazing. In addition, it's not ridiculously difficult. When I die too much, I get frustrated and quit. Her last comment is, I went to Nyosa a couple of times. It's more for the cultural thing versus the drinking. Alright, so that was the Clarissa Clam Jam Power Hour.
Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do?
Trigger in the clam. Trigger in the clam.
Hey.
Slam it.
I think that's everybody for video games. Once you start dying too much, you're like, alright, I need to take a break, take a breath, and come back to it later.
I forced myself to.
Yeah, I kind of pushed through it
really?
most of the time, yeah.
And I forgot there was culture, and I was
I forgot there's culture in San Antonio.
I forgot that Fiesta was a culture thing.
But coming up the rear, it's fucking keeping it regs with the Peru. Alright, so this first one is, admission is $2 per person.
Where?
Thanks for that.
Oh, yeah, for the flea market.
Mission flea market.
He should know. That boy is a hunter.
That's right. His next one is, I was not referring to bibimbap. I was talking about bop. I think he's talking about dome.
Yeah.
So his next comment is, seriously, there are more than 5 podcasts where y'all talk about y'all's asses. Get sponsored by Preparation H. We're in the talks, baby. You need to know.
We're gonna have to get all these weird fucking sponsors.
You got ass problems. You got sitting problems.
You know the city boys got a whole bunch of ass problems. That's why we use Preparation H.
That's right.
The only thing that
get the H out of your life.
You ever sit down and burns a little bit?
Don't take the L to your ass. Put that H. Get that bitch puckered up.
Take the H out of shit. And what do you got?
You got a hit.
Sit.
Dude,
yeah, you fucking moron.
We had to get to preparation H or get to like the Wacky company.
I think so.
Like,
Hell yeah.
Use code DreamWorks.
Why not
talk
even
to them.
let's see what we can do. Is don't you hate working all day and you get them sweaty feet? Get that Gold Bond. Gold Bond for your sweaty ass feet.
That's true. I got sweaty ass feet.
Have all these weird sponsorship for the podcast.
I'm down with it.
Yeah, that's fun.
All right, so his next one is fighting food-ons is way better than Food Wars.
I don't know what fighting food.
I actually started watching Food Wars now. I'm 8 episodes in. I enjoy it, and I keep thinking to myself that the orgasm eating thing is gonna get tired out. But each time I just keep giggling to myself about
Did you
it.
find English stuff for it?
Oh yeah. That's the only way That's the only way to watch it.
Fair enough. Nancy, you want to watch
See,
season
I would
2?
disagree with
No,
you.
they got season 2 on there
Already
too.
done?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They're like in 4 seasons.
I just saw the battle with Meat.
Oh, with
The
Mito
cowgirl chick with short shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the bra.
So
That's a good episode.
she wears really short shorts when you just look. She's like, got big tits, but she got no ass.
Does she have a Texas accent?
No.
Nah.
English.
She's like a regular,
Okay.
whatever, stuff like that.
All right, and Prune's the last comment. In Wolfman Jack voice, impersonate Kratos. Say, all right, so Calliope, can I, would that be it?
Hey, it's Kratos Man Jack, boy. boy.
He says, Wolfman Jack impersonates Kratos. Say Zeus or Ares. So Zeus,
Hades,
Ares,
Boy.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Gurgle. Gurgle. All right. Thanks, Prune. And that was Keeping It Regs with the Prune. All right.
Whoosh.
Oh, dude, that would be pretty cool. This whoosh has been brought by Preparation H.
Hey, I'm down with that. Been sitting on the toilet too long. You got those H's you keep talking about? Get rid of them with Preparation H.
When Wolfman Jack is fighting against diabetes and his ass starts hurting, he reaches for the H.
When the ass starts hurting, he gets
With a gentle plier. With a gentle plastic applier. It's also good for moving bags under your eyes. Be careful, it will sting. All right.
The fuck was that?
I have no idea. I just saw it somewhere where you can put Preparation H under your eyes and it gets rid of your bags.
Oh, no, yeah, but stop being fucking...
Yeah.
Wolfman Jack, you're just like, it will sting.
Yeah, I'm just tired. I gotta pee.
I gotta pee too.
I gotta, my bladder's gonna explode. But, like we say at the end of every podcast, bye.